Hello there. Good morning to you. This is Kakaaki Social. I'm Onoshiorena, Obozeghie. Welcome to Tuesday. Now, after about 16 hours showdown at Libyan airport, Nigeria Super Eagles finally made it back to Nigeria. They've been welcomed by the President Bola Tinubu, who is demanding justice for the country. African football body, that's CAF, has started probing the development, and they vowed to punish violators when and if any is identified. Well, Nigerian government has also summoned Libyan envoy over the mistreatment and acclaimed hostage of Super Eagles players and officials. For Libyan Football Federation, they said that their team faced similar issues in Nigeria, but they didn't accuse Nigerian authorities of sabotage. Therefore, they will take legal actions against Nigeria for refusing to play them. Nigerian players later got a bus to journey for about 3 hours to where they should have been, one that netizens call a substandard Danfo bus right there. But then the good thing is that they are home, so we'll have the players celebrate their rescue. That's how they put it, an eventual arrival back here in Nigeria just after officials of Libya harassed them.
All of us come out here. Come on. Tell them, please. Tell everybody.
I will never forget that. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh, oh.
Well, congratulations to them and welcome back home. Let's see some thoughts at this point. For David, he says, I'm not saying this as a Nigerian, but I genuinely don't even understand why CAF permits Libya to host international football. He says Libya is not even an actual country. The recognized government controls only 2 cities. They should play their home games in Egypt or Algeria. In more thoughts also coming from X, attaching that picture right there when Libya had to play us, but then they had to go to Uyo from PH. Obozeghie says, he said, gave them first-class treatment, even when the mistake was from them. The NFF still quickly make arrangement for an emergency bus to pick them from the airport in less than 2 hours. You are here supporting kidnap of your country national team being done on purpose. That's for those who were saying that, oh, it was a payback time. For Ayodeji, he says, this is unbelievable. Honestly, if African football is still struggling like this in 2024, they may as well close the doors to CAF as the organization running football in Africa. Well, to think that this is my brother versus my brother. But yeah, we'll stick to that on that development. For more stories, the lead pastor of Light Nation, Apostle Femi Lazarus, has kicked against the bill that seeks to empower Federal Road Safety Corps, that's FRSC officials, to carry firearms. Well, the bill, which has already passed its second reading at the House of Representatives, seeks to aid the operations of the Corps, according to the sponsors, who are Abiodun Adeshida and Olaide Muhammad, both of them representing the All Progressives Congress in Ondo and Oyo State. While reacting to the bill on Sunday, Apostle Lazarus called for the collective rejection of the bill, warning that its implementation is capable of disastrous consequences. He then advised the government to engage technology on roads instead of guns.
We have government officials, and I like to beg, and I want to beg Nigerians to lend a voice to this. There's a bill that is being passed, and it has passed the second reading, and I consider it a very dangerous bill. And that's the fact that road safety officials should be given guns. No. Nigerians have faced the worst threats, and one of the most devastating protests that has rocked this nation is the End SARS protest, which is against police brutality. We don't want to see this nation burn. Every developed country, they are managing the road and every safety guideline with technology, not with guns. Not with guns. We cannot say the future is for the youth and we are killing them. Enough of that. And I want to beg Nigerians, lend your voice to this. that bill must not succeed. Is that okay now? We don't want a case that people are shot, husband, wife. We've seen too many people killed by trigger-happy officials. Not again.
Okay, so let's head over to Instagram to bring you in. Mr. 2K says, what do they need gun for? Is it to protect driver's license, fire extinguishers, brake light, trafficators, or side mirrors? Or FRSC also now protect life and properties? And he says he's shaking his head. FRSC, even without gun safe, them be. Well, he said something there. Ever comedy. He says, road safety, we already get anger issues. Una still won't give them gun join, or more it will be a bloodbath. And more thoughts on this one. Oh, someone was also reacting to say this is not very fair enough. But we'll go over to Peter Obi, a former governor of Anambra State and the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 elections, who is saying that he finds nothing wrong with Nigerian nurses seeking greener pastures abroad. This is as he donated 70 million naira to 3 health institutions in Anambra State, marking Kogi State as the next stop. Well, the visuals and the pictures are just there. We could just roll to see some of his engagement from the space of X as he shared yesterday. And he says he's in furtherance of his commitment to help build a future society rooted in good health and education. Well, for the nurses, he says their foreign remittances can contribute to the nation's revenue, and that's why he says he will have to do what he has to do. Let's just see a paragraph of his reactions right there where he made, yeah. He says, I have told the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria not to deny anyone seeking to leave Nigeria for better opportunities. Our nurses abroad will remit their earnings back to the country. Let those who want to go out do so, and let those who wish to stay here remain here, as diaspora remittance is also a form of revenue generation. So he says this is why he doesn't have a problem with them. Onyebuchi says, yes, it will increase Nigeria's foreign exchange earnings through diaspora remittance, as from brain drain, produce more nurses and doctors. Maybe that is why he is donating hugely to that sector. In another reaction on X2, Emmanuel says, the last time I checked, nurses are not the problem here. It's a failed system. No government agency paid their fees, and as such should be left to seek greener pasture anywhere in the world. But then, being optimistic is this user, millionaire businessman, who says, I hope he will maintain same position when he becomes president. Absolutely right there. To our final story for the day, rather a sad one, but thankfully no life was lost, is the 2-story building in Orile, Igamu area of Lagos State that collapsed in the early hours of Monday. Thankfully, no life was lost, as evacuation already took place about 2 weeks before the collapse, and that's according to the Lagos State government. However, they said they will check for possible secondary damage. So let's have that video before we call it a day. That must have been very, very traumatic, like witnessing that. Thank God everyone is safe. No report of damage yet. Secondary one.